Welcome back to another Can I Play SnowRunner edition. We are back at the garage and we are gonna go recover a stuck truck and finish up the Rockslide clearing that's over on the other side of town. We need service parts, I think, from the warehouse. But before we head over there, we're gonna run back down to the farm and pick up, I believe, another Chevy pickup truck, which we already have one, but we could sell this. If I can manage to get it out of there without getting stuck, it'll be worth some XP and some money if we sell it. So that's the plan. We'll head down here. Have to be a little careful pulling into the field where this truck is stuck. I actually started a video and came in through town, fueled up, didn't intend to recover to the garage, fueled up, came down to the farm, pulled into the field, and immediately got stuck. So yeah, I deleted that footage. I think the thing is, and you'll see when I pull up to the farm here, I just turned through the opening of the fence and pulled straight into the deepest water. So I think we need to be a little bit more strategic and kind of go around the outside a little bit. Stay on the ground that's visible. And I'm going to throw it in all-wheel drive before I get out there. You're in the middle of a field, so there's nothing to winch off of except for the pickup, which, if you're not close enough to that, I'm not sure if it would pull. Okay, so can I go, if I go straight through here, there's some stumps I think I gotta worry about. Let's see, I'll be careful. Alright, so this part's fine. It's after I get through this opening in the fence that I need to go left and not just plow ahead straight. So we'll go over here. Still incredibly muddy, but not as bad. Okay. Drowned scout truck. Trouble at the farm. We've got trucks wedged deep in the sludge, and we could use a strong arm to help haul them out. You'll need a serious engine for this one. Well, we're going to accept it. I don't know if this qualifies as a serious engine or not. Deliver the drowned truck to the farm. Okay, so in order to increase my likelihood of success, I'm going to get myself kind of pointed in the direction I want to be going in before I connect to this thing. We'll try something like this. Attach winch, back, and we'll go right there. All right, let's see what we can do here. So far, so good. No. Come on. See if locking the diff makes a difference. I completely stuck again. So interestingly, yeah. So one of the funny elements of the game is apparently there's like a ghost driver in the truck you're towing, because it will spin tires as well. See, look at that. You can see the rear wheel spinning. So it's almost like there's like a little helper in there. I'm going to release the winch. Come on. I was hoping I could get myself unstuck. Boy, if I can't pull this out with this. I don't know if I need mud tires. This is like an early game mission. I'm just stuck. Well, I can't. I need to... Can I back up? Nope. I'm not sure what to pull this out with, and I don't think I can. Oh, I can winch onto that. All right, let me get myself a little bit. There we go. Back where I have some grip. Let's go a little further. Okay. Now we'll disconnect and try pulling the truck again. If I can just get out of the field. I feel like the diff lock is not making a huge difference in this level of mud and muck, but looks like we're mostly clear. Fingers crossed. Come on, Paystar, you can do it. All right, there we go. Task complete. So we got 180 experience and $1,100, and we don't get the truck. That was just points and experience. That's okay. We already have a scout truck. So we will head back over to the warehouse to pick up the service spare parts ×1, I guess. Is that all I need for the Rockslide? Looks like it. Okay, we're gonna map our way just in case. So I need to go down to the garage and then come up here. There's these two kind of tricky spots of mud. I'll go around there and then over here to the warehouse. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I'll have to think about what I want to do after I clear that rock slide. I can go through and look at either... So part of the problem now is I sold the Con, which was... I'm okay with that. That was not my vehicle. But the Chevy is not as good of a scout truck. And so I'm going to have to figure out... Because I have all-wheel drive on that, but not a locking differential. And I picked up the lift, which I haven't put on yet, the lifted suspension. But that's not going to help as much with traction. So as far as getting through to the other towers and things like that, to open up the rest of the map, I'll have to think about that. I can probably do it in the Chevy if I'm careful. I mean, to be fair, I guess that's what everybody is expected to do that didn't purchase the special edition where you get some of the extra content. You're not going to have the Con if that's the case. So I guess we'll make it work. This area is so challenging to get through, even without any cargo. Come on. So we will go kind of up here, jog around to the left, and then there's that other kind of mud hole area that we have to skirt around. We don't have to, but I will. Kind of surprised. So the service spare parts only needs one, but that's only a 1 slot item, not a 2 slot, so. Alright, up the hill here. It's a nice sunny day. There's no fog right now. I feel like that's been kind of rare recently. Oops, too soon. Gotta jog over to the right there. It'll be nice at some point when we have a bigger truck when we can just plow right through some of this without having to worry. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to tell how big of a tree you can drive over. Okay. Almost there. Just up around the corner. We get the road open and can start our next mission. Come on. It's a nice little area of mud there, and then there's one. That's the, I guess it's the path up there that you can take. There's a left up here that kind of brings you out by the other fuel station, too. I'll have to look at the map. I don't know if there's a closer path to take to get back to the Rockslide instead of just going kind of back the way we came. Because with service spare parts, and especially just one, I shouldn't have too much of a problem taking a more off-road route. Oh boy. Okay. That sideboard trailer, still haven't had to use that yet. Alright, service spare parts. ×1. Alright, so from here we are going to... Let's see, which one are we doing? Rockslide. So we're going all the way over here. What is the most efficient way? I could come through this area, I feel like, but... It seems like I might be tempting fate a little too much. Yeah, I think it's easier. I'll just go back the way I came. So I'll go back past the garage, past the farm, and through town. That way if I need fuel by the time I get across that bridge, I'll be, I know there's a fuel stop over there. So back the way we came. I'm like irrationally concerned that I need another part. Just, I don't recall this mission from my previous playthrough, and so I'm like, are you sure it's not 2? Head back down the mountain. Come on. I'm surprised I struggled so much pulling that truck out, to be honest. For how this truck handles, I mean, granted, that was deeper water, but for how easily this truck just handles kind of the general muddiness of some of these paths, I just was surprised that I got so bogged down and stuck there. But we were able to complete it with a little help from the winch. Alright, made it through that tough stretch there. got this area here. You know what? I'm going to go through it. I'm going to totally regret this, but I'm going to go through it. Let's see what happens. I'll stick to the main path. I can always use the winch if I have to, but we'll try going through. 14 liters per minute of fuel and I'm barely moving. That's the problem. Even if you don't get stuck, you burn so much fuel in an area like this. So glad it's raining again. I guess we understand why this area is completely flooded out. Okay. So now I guess the question is, do I plow right through the muddy area down the hill here as well that I've been going around in previous episodes? I mean, it was definitely worth going around when we had the Fleet Star with the highway tires. Plowing through that, especially with cargo, would have been no bueno. Such a beautiful area with like the rock outcroppings. Just driving down the side of a mountain. I can't imagine doing this in real life. I'm sure there are truckers that deliver in these types of areas, or what was the like ice road truckers up in Alaska, where they're just driving like 60 miles an hour on sheer ice. And it's all fine as long as you keep going straight. Come on, Paystar, you can do it. Come on. There we go. It takes so much fuel to... I mean, that is a noticeable difference between this and the Fleet Star, I guess. And maybe there's a... Maybe that's a benefit of the Fleet Star if you can get all the upgrades on it. Because this thing just... I mean, we started at the garage, drove to the warehouse, picked up these parts, and we're heading back past the garage right now. And we're down to 100 liters of fuel. I don't think this vehicle... Now, I mean... I've been leaving this in all-wheel drive. I can take it out for a few moments while we're on the highway here. I'm not confident that it makes a huge difference. It's definitely gotten misty again with the rain. It was nice and bright and clear on the way over to the warehouse. Managed to avoid going in the ditch on the right there. I feel like I've hit that every time I've driven past that area in this playthrough. I don't know why. Take a nice drive past the farm. The other thing that would be nice in this game is if the... Obviously, when you build a bridge or clear the Rockslide, it changes the landscape, but, you know, I'm doing all this help for the farm, but it doesn't ever dry out or appear to improve. That would be a cool feature maybe in future games, if they can support that, to where by the time you're done with a map, for example, kind of like all the flooding's gone. You know, you clear out the pumps, you pump out the standing water or whatever, and then your reward for completing all the missions is that the whole map looks nice and clear. down to 85 liters of fuel. And we'll have plenty to get to the fuel station that's right across the bridge here, basically. But it's a little crazy to think that we're going to use so much fuel. Right. Watch out for falling rocks, according to the sign. Danger. Water over the road coming up. Got a little one running around upstairs on the hardwood floors. I'm not sure if the mic's picking that up. Hopefully it's not too bad if so. Fuel up. Full tank. Head on. I didn't notice as I was driving past there. Are there actually fuel prices on the sign there, and are they 0? Or does it actually have numbers? Head down Main Street. You can see the observation tower up there that we unlocked. And we're going just past that. And this is the second. We took the steel planks, metal planks, earlier in another episode. And so this should open up the road. Come on. There we go. It's getting a little slippery there. Excellent. We made it. Yay. Cleared the Rockslide. 180 experience points and 1,600. How close are we to leveling up again? No, we've got a ways to go before we get to rank 5. All right. We will call this an episode, and I'm going to plan out what to do next, and we'll pick up from here. Thanks for watching.